Most of my work is focused on education for a very, very simple reason, that it seems to me that that is the only driver, it's the only lever and driver that we have to bring about real change. I no longer believe that politics as currently operated, or democracy as we have decided to interpret it, is going to provide us with very many answers. I think it's going to have to come from people, it's going to have to come from their values, from their motivations, and from their very clear understanding of the nature of the challenges and threats and opportunities that the 21st century offers.
Change in education is driven by people for whom the educational experience has been a poor one. And the most inspirational people I meet are people who are dissatisfied with what they believe young people have access to.
We need to rethink how we educate people. We need to rethink how we present content to people. And we need to rethink how we can really encourage people to be creative like they never have before.
There are a number of trends, but perhaps the most poignant is the issue of learning. And I'm careful to use the word learning instead of education. I believe that formal education is absolutely critical, but for our society to respond to the ever increasing speed of change, the complexity of the things that we deal with, what we need are people who know how to learn, because then they have the flexibility and the agility to deal with the situations as they come up.
Well, there's a quote I use quite a lot when I'm lecturing, talking, is a quote of Albert Einstein's. I wish it had been mine, when he says that if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will spend its entire life thinking it's stupid. And I'm afraid that our education system has used the tree as a criteria, and an awful lot of fish have ended up, rather like myself, leaving school thinking they're stupid. We've got to be far more savvy about understanding what the potential of each individual young person is and optimizing it. We haven't done that well. We've also then got to begin to map that against what our needs are, in terms of the type of people we need, the type of skills we need, the kind of capacities we need to address the nature of the future challenges. So it's both of those things. It's understanding that we are educationally suboptimal, and that's actually putting it kindly. I would actually go further. I'd say we've educated ourselves. We've got an education system that just doesn't work, and then beginning to look at, well, what do we need? What type of intelligence do we need? What type of skills do we need? What type of people do we need in order to navigate what's going to be a very, very, very difficult century?
It would be helping people learn to learn, which is a really different approach. So how do we do that? How do we help people understand their processes for learning so that when they are addressed with a new situation, they know how to resolve it or how to find out the information they need?
You see young people move so fast that you see change almost instantaneously, and it's so rewarding. So utterly, it's an amazing privilege to be anywhere near when you see someone shift their aspiration, even if it's only a few degrees, or feel better about themselves, or stand up and speak, or look you in the eye, or all of those things that show that their sense of self-worth is growing and that their understanding that they can contribute is changing.
If we continue down the road we appear to have chosen, we'll inevitably end up at the destination to which we're heading. I happen to think that destination moment is a pretty grim one. So I suggest that we start rethinking the road we're heading down.
Learning has to be lifelong, and that doesn't mean that it's a formal training or a formal degree program. It is integrated into our life every day.
Some of the projects and processes that I've experienced that I believe have been quite successful are those projects that integrate student learning, whether it be in K-12 schools or the universities, and integrate that with business and industry applications. And it's really great from the student perspective in that they're seeing how they can make a difference in the world. They see how they can take the knowledge that they've gained in school and really extend that by searching for an application that can be adopted in business and industry. Every day, as I interact with students, I'm inspired, and I'm inspired by the energy that they bring and the optimism that they bring to their own future. I'm inspired to do the job that I do in working with the next generation of scientists, because it enables me to see a great reward, experience a great reward. And as I spend time with students, I see their development, and not only on a personal level I see their development, but I also see their development as they become bigger thinkers about finding their own way to change the world and impact the world in a positive way.